Hi, good evening, everybody. Please confirm that you can hear me, Adela. Okay. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. All right, thank you. Um, my name is Omolara, and I'm going to be moderating the session this evening. For those that are probably new to Middleman or you're just seeing us for the first time, welcome. Middleman is hosting this session for its community members, and we are very glad to have you here today. Um, so our goal basically is to support e-commerce businesses like you in every possible way that we can. And one of the many ways that we do that is through these regular webinars that we host, where we teach you important skills that would really help you level up your e-commerce business and help you make more sales basically. So thanks again for joining. Before we start, I'm just going to take like 2 minutes to tell you what Middleman does, right? So we are basically here to solve your e-commerce headaches, and we do this through three products that we currently have. Number one, we help you fund your Alipay wallets with RMB so that you are able to buy your goods from China. And if for any reason you are the type that pays your supplier directly and you don't use your own personal Alipay, you can always fund your supplier's wallet directly as well. Then number two, we also aggregated about 40 logistics companies in one place. So you're able to compare shipping fees, delivery timelines, and just basically choose the one that works best for you. And lastly, we are helping you solve the payment on delivery problem where people don't trust you enough to pay before delivery. You can always create account payments on middleman and then they pay into your middleman wallet and you're able to claim it once you deliver the product. So yeah, this evening we are talking about how to run Facebook and Instagram ads that drive results. This can be very tricky for a lot of business owners. I'm sure you've seen some other business owners show you their own ad result, how they are making sales, and you're always wondering why is your own not converting the same way. There are many reasons why this could be happening. It could be your targeting, it could be your creatives. But I'm going to let our speaker today do justice to this topic. He's one of the best in the game, and I'm really excited to learn from him as well this evening. So, John Fisayo, thank you so much for joining us. Adiola, please let him unmute and you can start. Thank you, John.
Hi, Omolara.
Hi, John.
Can
I
you
can
hear me?
hear you.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Good evening, everyone. I hope you're all doing good today. My name is John Sayo, and let's just say I do digital ads. That is Facebook, Instagram, and Google ads, whatever type of ads, just name it. And I'm really, really excited to be here today. I I understand the opportunities online, and because I work with a lot of businesses, I also understand that a lot of people can get frustrated, running either Facebook or Instagram ads, and that's why I'm here today. At least I want to be able to share like the knowledge I've gained over the past few years working with businesses, and really, try to help you in your e-commerce journey. Um, before I start, I want to ask a question. I maybe by a show of hands or just by dropping like a message um in the chat. Can you just let me know that I'm not talking to myself and you can hear me very well? Okay, okay, okay. That's great. That's great. That's great. Thanks for paying attention. Now, my other question is, I want to know if um if you've run ads before, if you've run ads before, can you just like raise your hand? Okay, that's great. So it seems like some people have experience, they've had experience and they've run ads before. How about if you've never run ads before? Can you also raise your hand? Okay, 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 okay. That's great. That's good. So basically, this webinar is going to it's targeted to people who've never run ads before and people who have run ads and are willing to try better results with their ads. So with that being said, I would like to just get started, and let me just quickly share my screen now and show my slides. Uh, Omalara, can I share?
Ajala, please on stop sharing your own screen so you can share. Yeah, you can go ahead now.
All right, all right, all right. Great. Thank you. So just a moment, I want to get back to the start of the screen. Okay. So let me confirm. Can you all see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, okay, great. Okay, great. All right. So the topic for today is how to run Facebook and Instagram ads that drive good results. And a little bit about me. I started running ads for businesses like a couple of years ago, 5 years now. I founded a digital marketing agency called GFI Digital Solutions, and we've worked with over 100 businesses to help them run ads. And aside my local Nigerian experience, I also have experience running ads for e-commerce brands in the United States, in the UK. And these are my socials. You can connect with me if you have any questions. So the objective for today's webinar is very simple. One, I would like for you to understand the fundamentals of running ads on Facebook and Instagram. Also, I would like for you to be able to identify what makes a good creative and copy. A creative is your image or video, while your copy in Nigerian terms is the caption that you use for your ads. Also, another objective is to enable you to choose the right campaign objective that suits whatever business goal that you have. And also, I will be setting up like an ad campaign for people who've never run ads before, so they can have like a good walkthrough of what setting up a campaign is. And that would be the objective for today. Let's go. So when I talk to business owners, one of the things I like to tell them is why Facebook ads, why do people or other business owners, why do they spend this amount of money on Facebook ads? And some of the reasons are just because one, they are very cost effective. In Nigeria now, it's really in a way cheap to run ads, and with just a small amount of money, you'll be able to reach thousands of people. Also, there's a low barrier to entry. You don't need a lot of stuff to get started. You just need probably your Facebook page, WhatsApp business, and all. And also, they offer faster results than organic sources. Organic sources mean probably you posting on your WhatsApp group, posting on your WhatsApp status, posting on Instagram organically without running ads, or on Twitter or whatever social media platform you use. With Facebook and Instagram ads, you can start to get results from within a day of you running an ad. Also, one of the very unique selling points of running an ad is that you can actually track and measure your marketing efforts. You're spending this amount of money, you can see where your money is going to and the results that it is driving. Another great advantage is that you can deliver your ads to a targeted audience. For instance, you are a business owner in Lagos and you want to reach people in Lagos. You can tell Facebook or Instagram that, oh, I want to reach people in this location, and your ads will only be shown to people in that location or recently in that location. Your ads will not show to someone in Kano, in Kaduna, or Abuja. Also, this is actually very important. You can retarget people that have already interacted with your business. So what retargeting means is that probably when someone sends you a message, or maybe they've watched a video on your page or your Instagram account, or they've visited your website, if you have a website, you can retarget these people by sending another set of ads to them since they've already interacted with you. Facebook will keep the data of people that have interacted with you, and you can use it for further campaigns. This helps you to reach people that are in a buying mindset and helps you, drive more sales. So to get started with Facebook and Instagram ads, you do not need like a lot, which is what I mentioned earlier, which is a low barrier to entry. You need a Facebook page. This is very important. Without a Facebook page, you can't run ads on Facebook. Also, you need a Facebook business manager and an ad account. An ad account is just where you can run your ads. It will hold all the data for your ads, and you'll be able to manage. You can actually manage different pages on an ad account, but that's for another day. Also, you need an Instagram account. If you do not have an Instagram account and you are running ads on an ads manager, Facebook can use your Facebook page to show ads for you on Instagram. But if you are going to be running ads directly on Instagram, you actually need your Instagram account, and it has to be like a professional or creator Instagram account. Now, the other thing that you need is your WhatsApp business or websites or landing page. This is where you send people to take an action on your ad. Maybe they should send you a message on WhatsApp and you talk to them and close the sale, or they visit your website or landing page, read through whatever product or service that you sell, and maybe make a purchase or place an order on your website. I think it's important to mention something here, that with my own experience in Nigeria, I feel like businesses get a lot of conversion running ads to WhatsApp business or Instagram DM compared to a website. Now, I'm not saying this is 100% start, but with majority of the businesses I've worked with, and that's because of our own buying mindset in Nigeria. We like to want to talk to people to see that we are not being, scammed. So when people talk to you one-on-one, they get to trust you a bit more, and this helps with conversion. Also, one mistake that I see a lot of people make, and which I feel it's very important to talk about, is running ads with their personal profile. Like your personal Facebook profile, there's usually an ad account tied to it, and people run ads with it. The reason it is not good is because if something happens to your Facebook account, if it gets restricted, that means it is gone. If something happens to your ad account and your Facebook profile is still okay, then someone can either create like a new ad account for you, or you can create a new ad account if Facebook allows you. But once your personal profile is gone, then it is gone. You can no longer run ads with that account. You would have to probably create like a new Facebook profile. And if you are not careful, Facebook will know that, oh, it's still the same person trying to create like a personal profile, and they will restrict the new one that you've created. I'm sorry, before I go on again, I would like to know that people are engaged and can hear me. So please, if we can have like a show of hands again, so I know that you're following. Thank you. Thanks for paying attention. So yeah, let's go back. So another question that people ask me is Facebook or Instagram, which works best? And my answer is always, it depends on the kind of product or service that you're promoting. And two, it depends on your ad budget. One thing you should know is that Instagram is more expensive than Facebook. Facebook is cheaper, but has like a lower quality audience as compared to Instagram. So usually when you run ads on your ads manager, Facebook will select both platforms for you. But actually, majority of your budget will go to Facebook because it is cheaper and it will drive results quickly. So Facebook would allocate more budget to that and give like probably 20 or 15% to Instagram. So if you want to focus solely on
Hi,
Instagram,
Fisher. Sorry to cut you.
yes, sir.
Can you hear me, Fisher?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can
please,
hear
can
you.
you present so it's people can see the.
Okay, that's
Can
fine.
you use the presentation mode? Yeah, presentation mode
Let me do
is
that.
not so clear.
Okay, is it better now? Hi, Omalara, can you
Yes,
see
it
my screen
is.
better now?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So please, where was I? Yeah, I was talking about that for you to focus on Instagram, you need to manually select a placement and choose Instagram, or go to your Instagram account directly and run an ad, which means you'll be posting your post directly from Instagram. Now, a lot of people say that doesn't work, but me, I'm going to tell you that's a big lie. It works, and it really works. Like, it works perfectly. So we are going into creating like a Facebook and IG ad properly. One very common mistake is that a lot of business owners just they rush into running an ad without really understanding, one, the platform, two, understanding like the marketing strategy behind like running an ad campaign. They just think it's, oh, you go into Facebook and you just choose anything and voila, you start making money. But that is a bit untrue. So it's why I've created like all these steps to creating like a very excellent campaign that drives results for your business. And the first step is to define your campaign goals and objectives. So, depending on what you want, do you want people just to know about your brand, which is creating awareness for your brand, or are you looking for people to submit their information, their details, so you can contact them, which means driving leads on Facebook? Or if you're also looking to drive conversations, um, which is what I mentioned earlier, sending people to your Instagram DM or your WhatsApp business. Or if you have a website, then you might be running your ads to the website. So the first step, define your campaign goals. The second step, which is research your audience. So this is important. You have to you have to you have to understand the people that you are running ads to, and you have to really key in on your audience. I'm actually going to be touching more a bit about this researching your audience part in later slides, but then let's just move on. The next step is to get ready the creatives that you'll be using for your campaign. And by creatives, I mean your images, the images of your product or service, your video, the video for your product or service, and the ad copy, which is the caption for your ad. The next step is to run split tests. Some people call split tests A and B campaigns, but basically, in layman terms, it just means you have to test, like creating like probably 2 to 3 copies of your ad or your campaign. So you'll be able to know which of this campaign is reaching the right set of people. So you can test your audiences, you can test your creatives, which is the image or the video, or you can test like your caption to see which one resonates more with your audience. And the next and a very, very important step is you have to be able to analyze and report on your campaign. And this means looking at your ad, looking at your ad and seeing that is this working? What do I need to do? If you are running an ad and it's not bringing messages, what is wrong? You have to be able to look into a campaign and be able to say, okay, this is what is wrong. This is what I can do to, like improve the performance. So, and this is usually dependent on what is important to you. So if you are running ads for like awareness, your ad has to reach people. If you are running ads for leads, people have to probably sign in on your website or submit a form on Facebook or send you messages on WhatsApp or Instagram. If you are running ads for 2 days, 3 days, and you're not getting any results, then you should know that, okay, something is wrong. Then how do I fix what is wrong? So those are the steps to creating like a Facebook or Instagram campaign. It works for Facebook, it works for Instagram. Okay, yeah. I mentioned earlier that I was going to talk about researching your audience. So it's why I felt it was important to mention or to talk about buyer personas. So a buyer persona is very, very important. So they are like a representation of who your ideal customer is. And they keep you focused on your target audience and help you write amazing marketing messages or captions that resonate with them. So if you're trying to create like a buyer personas, there are stuff that it should contain. One, a name. Two, demographic details, which is, oh, where are they? What is their location? What is their age? What is their gender? Stuff like that. Things that you can use to, identify them. The third is the interest. What are they interested in? The other thing it should contain is the goal. What are they trying to solve? And what can your product, or service solve for them? The pain point is that is the problem that they have that they're actively looking to solve. While the buying pattern is, okay, where do they buy? Do they buy on the website? Do they buy on WhatsApp? Or do they buy on Instagram? Stuff like that. And this last one is very optional. You can include a face, but that's not very important. It's just, you know, it's just it's an optional something. So I created like a buyer persona example for a wigs business. So you have a vendor trying to sell wigs and trying to advertise to wigs. A buyer persona for that kind of business will look something like um, name. The name is Elizabeth, and the age range for this audience is from 22 to 35 years old. Obviously, this does not mean that only people from 22 to 35 years old buy wigs, but then this is just like an ideal age range. And when running an ad, actually, by split testing, you can test some other age ranges as well. Maybe you can test like 35 to 65 for another different campaign. The gender is female because except the guy is trying to buy wigs for his girlfriend or wife, they are not the ideal target audience. And the marital status, which is part of the demographics, is either single or married. The location is Lagos, Nigeria, stuff like that. And then these are just identifiers based on what I mentioned earlier. A young adult, highly interested in health, beauty, and also fashion centric. A possible motivation would be to get like quality wigs at a reasonable price. I know I go online or with the businesses I've run for, a lot of people buy wigs that are not good. So the aim of you running an ad is to be able to show to the people you are running to that okay, we sell wigs here, but we don't just sell low quality wigs, we sell high quality wigs, and you don't have to break the bank to get your wig here. So um the next is where do they hang out? Where can you find them basically? So you can either find them on Facebook, on Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok. For the purpose of this webinar, we are only going to be focusing on Facebook and Instagram. And now the last part is the kind of interest that they have, the people they engage with. Maybe they engage with beauty influencers on Instagram or on Facebook. Maybe they engage with skincare content. They engage with fashion content. Maybe Vicky James. Maybe they like cooking content in Idabashi, in the or Idabasi rather. Sorry. So this is just like okay, someone interested in buying a wig will also be interested in stuff like this, in content like this. And you can have this in your mind when you're trying to create like a good creative or you are trying to write like a great caption for your ad. So after researching your audience, the next step is to make like a really good creative. So a very pro tip is that um, if you want to focus on one thing right now on Facebook or Instagram that would really drive great performance for your business, then you should invest in like a good creative, and that is a good picture or image or a good video. Those are the stuff that drive results now. It doesn't matter if your targeting even is on point and you are running like a very bad video. I'm telling you, your results will not be anything to write home about. So, the components of a really good creative: one, 15 to 30 seconds in length, and that is because people have like short attention span. So you want to make sure that you capture whatever it is that you're trying to sell in the first 15 to 30 seconds of your video, because people don't have time to watch um to watch a 2 minutes, 1 minute 30 seconds video, except they are watching like cat videos on YouTube, or they are watching like a Sabino skit on Instagram or TikTok. People generally do not have the attention span. So you have to fit in the information that you want to pass in the first 15 to 30 seconds. So another component is a captivating hook to get people to watch. So let me try to create like a hook for the wigs business. Your hook could be get 50% off when you buy high quality wig from us. When people first see that, they'll be like, oh, 50% off. That is a captivating hook to get people to actually engage with your content and then take whatever action that you want them to take. Also, you have to highlight the problem the customer might be facing. Problems like, oh, have you been scammed before by a vendor on Instagram? We don't scam here. Have you had issues with what I ordered versus what I got? No, we don't have those issues here. Whatever you order from us is what you'll be getting. So those are the stuff that you add to your video that really, tells people that, okay, I should be buying from these people and not from someone else. Also, you also have to talk about your product, or how your product or service solves the problem. This actually is a bit extensive, but I'm just going to mention like a point that, like, a lot of people sell features of the product. Like you're trying to sell like a perfume now, and you're focusing on the bottle or the design of the package, instead of saying that, oh, when you buy this perfume, 3 days, 4 days, the fragrance will not leave your body or leave your clothes. So the fragrance lasting long is the benefit, while the package is just the future. A fine package or a fine design is just the future. You have to focus on the benefits, what they will be gaining, what is in it for the people you are trying to sell to. You have to focus on that in the video. And also, you need a call to action. You need a call to action. A call to action is contact us, or click on this link to place your order, contact us to ask more questions and place your order. So those are the components of a good creative. Next is what makes a great hard copy. Firstly, I want to say sorry for me using hard copy. I know that a lot of people actually call it caption in Nigeria, but me, I'm used to, saying hard copy, hard copy, hard copy. So an hard copy is basically the caption for your ad. So, and it's usually in text format. So the same thing that makes a great hard copy or caption is similar to what makes a good video. It's the same thing as a video, but in text format. One has a catchy headline to get people engaged. Like if you've interacted with an ad on Facebook, on Instagram, you know that most of your caption is cut off, and the first sentence or the first 2 to 3 lines are usually what people see on your ad. So having this in mind, you have to make sure that that part, which is the headline part, has something that gets people to want to read the rest of your content. Because I tell you, if that part does not interest them, then they are not going to get interested in like reading the rest of your caption and probably getting more details of the product that you're selling. Secondly, it highlights the problem the customer might be facing, just like the video. It also talks about how your product or service solves the problem, which are the benefits. And it also highlights your
Sorry, your slide is still on what makes a good creative. You've not moved to the next one.
it's still on what makes a good creative.
Okay, yeah, you've changed it now. Oh.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so I was on, okay, I liked your unique selling point. Uh, because your video might be short, you can actually fit in a lot more information in your hard copy, because when they watch the video, they read the copy, they can easily skim through the copy instead of spending like a lot of time on it and get whatever information that they want to get. So you can fit in your unique selling point in your ad caption. And the last thing is call to action. Contact us to place an order, send a message to place an order, or call us on WhatsApp to place an order. Those are your call to action. Before I move to the next slides, I feel like I've been talking for a couple minutes now, and I want to, I want to ask, I want to ask, I want to ask if someone has a question before I move to the next slide. So, Omolara, I don't know if anyone has a question that I can just touch before moving on. Omolara, can you hear me? Hello. What's going on? Oh, so it seems I don't think Omolara can hear me. Okay, thank you. You can hear me. That's great. Since Omolara can't hear me, please, if you have a question, I want you to drop your question in the chat, and let me just answer that before I move to the next stage, to the next stage of the webinar. And if you do not have questions and you want me to go on, probably just raise your hand and I can move on. Okay, 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 okay. That's great. That's great. I'll take this question on how do you reactivate your Facebook ads account, probably at the end of today's webinar. So you can just ask me at the end. A lot of people want me to move on, so I'm going to do just that. Okay, please just give me like a few seconds to put this full screen. All right, thank you. This is where we stopped. Next, these are the tools that you can use for create. These are the tools that you can use for creating like your good images for your ad and good videos for your ad. One, I use CapCut a lot. I use it to, edit my videos, add captions, and include sounds. So when you're creating videos for your ads, firstly, always add sounds. Like music helps a lot in, in increasing your engagement rate.
And hello, John. I'm so sorry
Yeah.
to interrupt you, right? But before we move on, right, a couple of people have their hands up. Do you want to take the questions now? There's also a question in the chat box. Do you want me to read it out so that you can answer the question?
Okay. I
The
think
screen, the
a lot of
images.
people, a lot of people that raise
When
their
people
hands
raise
up.
their hand, it's when it's just trying to get their attention and wants to know that they are following, not necessarily for questions.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Can I go on?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. All right. All right. So I was talking about CapCut. CapCut is like a free tool that you can use to edit your videos, add captions, and include sounds. And I also mentioned that always try to include sounds in your videos, and also try to add captions to your videos, captions like subtitles to or text on your videos. And the reason why you should add captions is because, one, majority of videos on Instagram or Facebook, they are muted by default. So most people don't know what it is that you're talking about. But when you add captions, they can read whatever it is that you're talking about, then unmute the video to, probably listen to you. And also, it lets people be able to follow with whatever information. Imagine if they are in a noisy place and they are watching your ad. If they can see the caption, they'll know, okay, this is what this person is talking about. Secondly, you can use AI tools like ChatGPT or Gemini to write ad copy content for your ads. Mostly what I use Gemini or ChatGPT for um, is to brainstorm ideas. I can manually write like an ad caption, and if I want to test another angle, I can just tell, oh, ChatGPT, please look at this ad copy that I've written. Can you create like 2 to 3 more variations of this ad copy for me using another angle? And then ChatGPT gives me the content and I can test that in an ad. Also, for pictures, you can use apps like InShot or PixArt to make collages of your products. If you have like, imagine you sell shoes now and you want to display probably like 4 or 5 shoes in a picture, you can use, or in an image rather, you can use like an app like PixArt to make a collage of your products. Also, I'm on Canva right now. I can tell you, if you don't have like a lot of design experience, you can't use CorelDRAW or whatever tool. Canva should be your Canva should be your go-to tool. And the reason is you can get thousands of templates for your flyers, for your graphics, um, for even videos. Right now, they even have like an AI that generates images for your ads for you. So if you are not using Canva, they are not paying me to say this. I'm just saying, go right now, get like your free trial on Canva, and you can even use it for free too. So let me recap. Use CapCut for your videos. Use ChatGPT to brainstorm ideas. I think Instagram has their own AI platform now, so you can use that one on Instagram as well. I've forgotten the name. Use InShot or PixArt to make collages of your products, and then use Canva. Now, this is just an example of a highly performing ad. One, this ad has actually been running since I think 2021 or maybe 2020. I can't be sure. And these ads must have probably driven um, over 3,000 leads for the clients and millions in revenue. They are an event business, and this has been the performing ad. And you can see that this is the headline. This is the headline. The headline here, what it does is just is calling out um whoever needs the service. Do you need a decorator for your weddings, birthday celebration, corporate events, housewarming, or conferences? So anyone that actually needs, maybe looking to get married, would see this and be like, oh yes, I'm actually looking for a wedding decorator or an event planner, and would want to read more. And the images, we're using 13 images, but they are really, really catchy pictures, just showcasing the past events that these people have done and how beautiful it is and how they can replicate same for your event. And I tell you, once you follow these templates, a catchy headline, really good images, you are probably like 60 to 70% on your way to having like a really great campaign that drives good results for your brand. Next, I think I would like to probably take like maybe 5 to 10 minutes to create like an ad campaign, for people that have never run ads before, just to give them like a brief walkthrough of the platform and my process for like creating an ad campaign. So I would exit the slide now. I think before I go, I can actually answer like 1 to 2 questions before I go to the campaign manager. So if you have a question now, you can ask. If you have a question, please ask us so we can move on. Time is going. Okay. Okay, someone raised an hand. So please, can you let them ask the question so I can just take it.
Angela, please hold a moment. Hi, if you have a question, please go ahead now.
Hello, good evening. Can you hear me, please?
Yeah, I
Yes.
Yeah, good evening.
can hear you.
First of all, I want to thank you so much for this kind of program. It's really educative, and God bless you and everybody that came together to put this through. So my question is quite direct and straightforward. I want
Okay.
to ask concerning these ads. Is it possible for for us to edit ads after we've posted them? Like even if you said you made an example of one that's been running for a while now, for years now.
Okay.
Is it possible for me to go back to that kind of ads and re-edit them, probably change part of the pictures, or even if it's the wordings, I can change? Just want to clarify that.
Oh, okay. Okay. Let me take that. So there are two ways. There are two ways um to creating like an ad. Firstly, you can either create an ad in Ads Manager where you put in your image, you put in your ad copy, you put in the headline, etc. Or you can create a post on your Facebook page. So that post is on your Facebook page, and when you get to Ads Manager, you can choose the option to use an existing post to create the ad, and I'll be I'll be showing that when I create the campaign. So for the first option, usually you can always go back to edit the campaign because well it is within the ads manager, so you can edit out the content, you can change the image or change the video. But for the second option, once you post it on your Facebook page and you are using it for an ad, you will not be able to edit it. So what you can do is turn that ad off, create like a new post with all the changes that you want to make, and then launch that ad like as a second option. Now, let me use that. Launch that ad as a new ad within that campaign. So that is what you can do. So for the first option, you can make changes. For the second option, you cannot make changes. You just have to create like a new one for any change that you have to make. I hope I answered your question correctly. Well.
Yes, thank you so much.
All right. Sorry, just one more question
Another
before.
person has their hand up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lolly Black Craft.
Lolly Black.
Yes, good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Sorry, I'm on transit. I don't know if there's space of sound just to manage it to be like that. So thank you for this opportunity. It's really educative. My question is that is there a difference between ad manager and Facebook ad? Ad manager is a prerequisite for you to run an ad on Facebook. I don't see that kind of thing. I want to get
Okay.
okay.
Okay. Okay. That's actually a very good question. Okay, so the answer to that is by ads manager, one, you can either use your ads manager on a laptop or computer like this, or there's a Facebook ads manager app that you can download on your Play Store or your Android. So basically it's the same thing, but it depends on whichever platform you're accessing it from. That question that you ask now is what a lot of people ask, or when they reach out to me, they'll be like, I've been running ads. So I know that in most cases, they are usually referring to probably if they are running ads on a phone and using the Facebook ad manager app. So, but to answer your question, it's one and the same. It's just that the options that you get running ads on a laptop, it's much more, you have plenty options than when you are running on the app. Not that you'll not be able to run ads on the app, but that's just the distinction. Are you
All
satisfied with
right.
that?
Yes, I am. So it means that if you want to run an ad or using ad manager, it is good for you to use a laptop, right?
That is the best option. But if you do not have a laptop, you can always
Okay.
create an ad on the Facebook Ads Manager app as well. It does not mean that your ad will not perform.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right. Okay. So I think that would be all for now. I really want to I want to quickly feel like a walkthrough. So I would be going to my ads manager now. So this is my ads manager, and this is what an ads manager looks like. Like even when you download the app and you have it on your phone, basically the structure is the same. It's still going to bring this green button to create like a campaign, but then you will not have all of this stuff on the left hand side and everything. It will just be like a minute version of it. So this is the ad manager. The first step to creating like an ad is to hit this create button. So when you hit the create button, it will tell you this part.
No, I can't see anything. No.
Who says they can't see anything? Okay, sorry.
You won't be able to. Or can you? There's no way to do that for us, manager.
What do you want? What do you want me to do?
And the person is asking to put it in presentation mode, like you did for the presentation.
No, I can just probably maximize my screen.
Yeah, please do that.
So it should be better now. Okay. So always choose the auction. You don't have any business with reservation, and that would be the auction is usually the default that is chosen for you anyways. So the important part is here to choose a campaign objective. Please
Hi,
can you mute?
Olufunke, please mute your mic.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, thank you for that. Yeah, choosing a campaign objective. These are 6 objectives. Let me give you. Okay, thank you. So, under choose a campaign objective, let me just give a pointer. One, if you are a business owner trying to drive results for your small business, you have no business with awareness, you have no business with traffic, you have no business with apps promotion. Majorly, the two objectives that you should be running or could be running, one, this engagement or sales. Like for sales, you would probably need a website or need a pixel on your site. So for in most case scenarios for businesses, your best option is usually to go with this engagement option. And by engagement option, you'll be able to run ads for your messenger, for your Instagram or WhatsApp. Or if you want people to like and comment on your posts, you'll be able to run ads for that as well. So when you choose the engagement option, you click on continue. For now, this is an ad, probably like an advanced option. So you just have to go with a manual engagement campaign and you click on continue. Okay, so the first thing is usually to name your campaign. So you know, okay, who am I running out for, or what page am I running out for? So mostly my own process is to the date that I'm creating the campaign. Today's date is 0709. I want to be able to tell that, okay, when actually did I create this campaign in case I need to make a change. And then the page name that I want to run ads for. Then next is, this is called advantage campaign budget. What this means is that in case you want to have different ad sets, under a campaign, and you don't want to waste your budget, you don't want to allocate like individual budget for it, you can use this. So what Facebook will do is that the ad set that is performing the best will get more money, and the one that is not performing will get less money. So that's just what it means. I go with daily budget. I don't do lifetime budget because I want to be able to pause the ad or be able to change the budget at any given time or increase the budget. So right now, the minimum amount you can run for an ad in Nigeria is 1,006 something, depending on the dollar rate. So we can just use, let's say, 4,000 naira as a daily budget. Obviously, you do not have to use these amounts. This is just an example. If you use the minimum budget, you will get some results, but then you can't expect to get the same result as someone who is using a very high budget. So here, most of the options that you need has been chosen for you, so you don't have to mess with anything here. This highest volume, this is the best. This is the best for the kind of businesses that we have in Nigeria. So we go with highest volume. And this is the campaign level. We are done with the campaign level, and we are going to move to the ad set level. For the ad set level, the ad set is where you put in the page you want to run ads for, where you want to run your ads to. So you can see, do I want to run my ads to messaging apps, which is Messenger, WhatsApp, or Instagram? Or do I want people to interact on my ad, that is on my page? So if I choose this option now, I'll be given an option for the type of engagement that I want: post engagement, event responses, etc. But because we want to drive results, we are going to be choosing messaging apps for now. If you have a website, this is where you choose it. You choose a website that, okay, you want people to go to your website. And if you are trying to get followers for your Facebook page, if you have 500 followers and you're trying to go to like 10,000, you choose Facebook page as your conversion location. But for this ad, we want interested people to reach out to us. So here you're going to go for the page, depending on the page that you want to run ads for. This is the page I want to run ads for, called Beniers. This is Beniers. So Beniers already has their Instagram account connected to their Facebook page. And then I'm going to select WhatsApp as an option. And now you can only use WhatsApp Business to run an ad. You can't use the normal WhatsApp. So your ad, your WhatsApp has to be WhatsApp Business, else you'll not be able to connect it. So I've chosen the options that I want. This is Instagram, and this is WhatsApp. These options have been pre-selected, so you just go. And yeah, this is the budget and the schedule. We've already chosen the budget in the campaign level, so we just go to the schedule. The schedule is the duration of your campaign, or when you want your campaign to start. Right now, this is 6:03, so I want it to start now. But then I want to run this ad for just 7 days. So I'm going to let it run for 7 days, which is next week, Saturday. I can select a time, maybe 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. Let this ad end by that time. Here, you do not have any business here, so you just scroll through. And here, this is where you select your audience. It is very important to select like the right location, the right gender and everything. So right now, instead of the whole of Nigeria, this brand, I'm going to be using the buyer persona. I'm going to be using the buyer persona that I showed earlier. I'm going to be using it for this. So I'm going to be selecting Lagos as the location, Lagos City. Here, I'm going to be reducing the radius because I don't want it to spill over to other places. So I'm just going to reduce it here. And you can see it's already showing me that your estimated audience size is 4 million to 4.7 million. Right now, I have to switch to regional audience here. So I'll be able to add my own manual settings and not the one Facebook is telling me to add. So right here, we're going to change the age. We're going to put the age. The starting age is 22, and the maximum age that we want to show the ad is 35. So when you apply these settings, you see that the audience size has reduced from 4.7 million to between 1.8 million people to 2 million people. Now, if we apply further audience control, now we are running ads. The ads are running. We are not running ads to men. So we are going to change the gender here. Instead of showing the ads to all genders, we are going to select just women. So when we select women, you see that the audience has halved in size, which means that your audience is now very narrow and in a way very well targeted. Now, this part is where a lot of people have like divergent opinions. And in my own experience, there are two ways. One, do you want to use interest-based targeting or you want to keep it broad. My expert opinion is nowadays your creative is very important. It's actually much more important than whatever it is that you put here. So in most cases, I'm going to be running a split test. I'm not going to add any interest for these ad sets, right? I'm not going to add any interest for these ad sets. So I'm just going to leave it. So since I'm leaving it without any interest, I'm going to name it broad, which means broad targeting. Broad and Lagos, the state or the city that I want to run ads in. Broad Lagos. I can even include that, okay, this ad is just for women. So I know that, okay, this ad set is not targeting men, just women. And that is that. So next, this is the placement. Placement means where you want your ad to show. So here, Facebook has selected like all the placements that would improve the performance of your ads for you. But like I mentioned earlier, if your focus is Instagram, that okay, I don't want my ad to show on Facebook at all. I just want it to show on Instagram. This is where you will be able to edit it. So once you click edit, you see advantage placement, which is recommended, or manual placement. So when you go on manual placement, you would see the platforms, Facebook, audience network, messenger. So let's just do like a quick something here. So I'm going to be deselecting Facebook, audience network, and messenger, and I'm going to leave just Instagram. So this means that this ad, when I launch it, will not show on Facebook at all. If you're on Facebook, you will not see it. But when you're on the Instagram, you would see it. So what I can expect from this is that, okay, I'm going on Instagram, my ad will be more expensive. If I'm supposed to be getting messages at 200 naira, I'm going to be getting it at probably 400 or 500 naira. And that's okay by me. But for this example, we are going to be sticking with advantage placement, which means all the placements, Instagram or Facebook, and that is that. So we are done with the ad set level. We are almost 65% done with creating a campaign. So next, we'll go to the ad level. Like for the ad, this is where you will be able to, use your image, your video, and your caption. So I think someone asked a question earlier, and I mentioned like you have two options to create an ad. One, you either create an ad. Like in this create ad option, you can see that there's nothing here. I would have to be the one to, to add all the details that would make up my ad. While for this other option, use existing posts. I can use the existing post that I have on my Instagram or my Facebook page. So if I select this one now, this is on Instagram. You can see it's showing Instagram reel. If I select it, my ad has been, because it is an existing post, it is just filled automatically. And this is the video. I've already made the post. I've already written the what they call it. I've already written the caption, and that is that. And that is all you need to do here. Okay, I think one more thing that you need to do is message templates. You can use what Facebook is giving you. It will just show people when they click on your ad to ask a question, or if you want to tell them like a new set of information, you can just create a new one. You create a new one and edit it yourself. But because of time, I'm just going to use this question and responses that Facebook has already given. And I'm going to publish this ad. I'm going to name this ad existing post, because I'm using an existing post for it, existing post 1. So the first ad is done. I can go ahead now and hit publish. But before I hit publish, I want to create like another ad. This time around, I want to use the create ad option. So I'm just going to go ahead here and duplicate this ad. So once I duplicate it, it's going to make a copy of that, so I don't have to start from scratch again. So I'm just going to come here and use the create ad option. So under the create ad option, you can either use like a single image or video, or you can use a carousel. So if you sell like shoes of different prices, you can use a carousel. Is like a scrollable image or video. So you can use image up to 10 images and put their respective prices on it. But for this purpose, we are going to be using just one image or video. So the first thing I want to do is put in the primary text, which is your caption or hard copy. So in most cases, I usually have the copy on my notes. So I have it here. So I'm just going to go here. I'm going to copy and come back here and just paste it. So once I paste this, I'm going to add the media. The media is either the image or the video. So because I'm using the video, I'm going to click add video. Now, Facebook is a very smart platform. So Facebook would pull all the videos or images that you've already posted on your Instagram or your Facebook page, and will bring it for you. So you just have to select. But if it is not bringing anything, if you've not posted before, what you have to do is just upload from your phone or from your laptop. You see, it's taking me to my folder, but I already have the video there, so I'm just going to cancel this. Or let me go back. Now this is the video that I want to use. So I'll just click on it and click next. Now, Facebook is telling me to trim it. So in case I don't want my video to be like 31 seconds, I can just cut it and put it up. But the 31 seconds is okay because it captures all the details that I want. And then we click on next. This is how your videos will show on Reels, stories, and this is how it will show on feeds. For this feeds, is usually good to put it here. But in most cases, let me just say in most cases, Facebook will do all of this for you, and you don't need to worry with the placement. It's because I'm creating an ad from scratch. That is why. So my recommendation for people or for businesses that are just starting, instead of going through this stress, just create the post on your Instagram or create it on your Facebook page and use the existing post option. That usually works for small to medium businesses. So this is just for other scenarios. So for here, I'm going to choose this just to crop it very well, and then I'm going to click on next. You don't have to touch anything here. Just click on done. While my video is loading, this headline option, you can use an headline. I'm just going to quickly just generate one. All right. So this is a fashion class. You can do something like fashion design for beginners. Fashion design for beginners. Why is this one telling me? Okay. Yeah, fashion design for beginners. Okay, so the video has loaded. The headline is here. The headline is there. Fashion design for beginners. The call to action. If you are running out to WhatsApp, essentially you would only be able to choose this send WhatsApp message. But if you're running out to like a website, you can choose learn more, shop now, sign up, or other call to actions. But for now, for this one, we're going to be choosing the send WhatsApp message. And as usual, we're going to be going with the templates that Facebook has selected for us. If you want to change it, you can edit it right here. If I don't like this question, I can just delete it. I can delete this one, and I can pre-save it as Beniers and 0709, and then I just save it. I can save it for subsequent ads that I might want to run. So here to a website, obviously you need to do all these parts. But since we are not running out to a website, we don't need to touch any other thing. I just need to rename this. Sorry. Sorry. I just need to rename this as add to. So I want to know which one of them um would perform best, even though I'm using the same caption and video, which doesn't make sense anyways. Because if you want to test, it's usually good. Is the best option is to test another video or image or another caption. But because for the purpose of this class, I'm just going to be doing like the basic. Just so because there's no time. So the ad has been created. I'm just going to come here and hit publish. So once I hit publish, the campaign, the ad set would be published. And I have to go back to publish the first ad. So I publish this. Yeah, okay. So now everything is published, and really that is all to it. The next step after this is to wait for Facebook to, to review your campaign if it complies with their policies. If it complies with their policies within 24 hours, they are going to they are going to approve the ad, and your ad will run. So this is the campaign. You can see it's writing no ads. That's because it's still processing and under review. I'm just going to turn it off because when it gets approved, I don't want it to spend money. So I'm just going to turn it off here. So that is it. That is how to create your very first ad or your very first campaign. I think I was able to touch on if you want to run it to Instagram.
Hi everyone. I think Fisaya is having network issues. Let's just give him some minutes to come back on the call. Thank you.
Sorry, I'm back. Please, where did you lose me? I don't know what happened. Hello.
Yeah, hi Fisaya, we can hear you. Welcome back.
Oh yeah, I don't know what happened. I got cut off. Please, where was the last talk people had before I left?
I think you were still on the ads page after the
Okay.
duplicate.
Okay.
Yeah.
After the duplicates. Okay. Were you able to see
Yes.
where I published the ad?
I'm not sure. I also had like internet issues. Sorry, can anyone tell us
Or
where it got cut off? You can just type it in the chat.
okay,
Okay, good.
okay,
You
I
said
was
you were
done with the
done with the
campaign.
campaign.
Okay, okay, that's great. That's great. So that means after the campaign, I just wanted to take questions from people, like if they have any question regarding the campaign I created, or any question whatever it is that they want to do. Let's just ask away. Raise your hand so they can give you the mic and you can ask.
And if you can't speak, you can also drop it in the chat. I'll take
Yeah.
questions.
Okay. I think for Larry David has a question.
Adela, please allow Florence to speak. Okay, so the question asked earlier is back. How do you reactivate your ad account?
Hmm. Okay. So reactivating your ad account, it depends on what went wrong with it. So the question is not specific enough. It depends on what is wrong with it. Was it restricted? Is it a payment issue? If it is a payment issue, it is easy to reactivate. If it has been deactivated because you flouted ad policy, then you need to do something else. I think she's raising an hand. Okay.
Yeah, she said it was restricted.
It was restricted. When was it restricted? Last month. Okay, if it was restricted last month, have you requested the review from Facebook that, oh, you don't know why they restricted your account? And what did they say? Nothing has been done yet. You have to check. Um, you have to go to account quality. I can send the link. You've gone to account quality and nothing has been done. Oh, okay. I will send account quality. Oh, she wants to talk.
Yeah, sorry about that. Please, you'll be able to speak in a couple of seconds.
Okay.
No, it's always take like 1 minute or two.
No problem. No problem about that.
Hi, good evening.
Hi. How you
Thank
doing?
you so much for the class. I'm good. So basically, I had not run ads since early this year, and all
Okay.
of a sudden, I saw that my account was deactivated, and I made a complaint. I sent a mail, and a number called me. I guess it's their customer representative. He walked me through a different approach on how to complain about it, which I did, and up till now, still nothing. Like, so I
Okay.
don't know what to do again.
Okay. So let me send the link to you. So in most cases, the cases are very peculiar. So there are some cases that if they restrict you once, you can request a review. It might just be the computer system that's restricted you. So they will have like a human review it, and if you have not really flouted any policy, they are going to give you your account back. But if you have flouted policy, they are not going to give you back your account. And honestly, there's nothing you can do about it than to create like a new ad account and be very careful about their rules from now on. So I think the next question I'll have is it your personal account? Is it your personal profile or an ad account?
So, an ad account is linked to my personal profile.
Okay. But the personal profile is still okay.
Yes, it is.
Okay, if the personal profile is okay, then I think while you are waiting for them, you can just go ahead to create like a different ad account. You should be able to do that in
Okay.
case they do not give it back. But then I'm sending the link so you can see where the review process is and if you actually need to mail them again.
Okay. Thank you very much. I'll be expecting the link. Thank
All
you.
right. I've sent it to the chat now.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, for Larry, please go ahead now.
Thanks so much. Hi, John.
Hi, Falari.
So, thanks for the class. It was quite detailed. I've not done any art before,
Okay.
and I basically don't know anything about until now, which I'd like to confirm if this class is being recorded.
Yes, it's recorded. You will share the recording.
All right, thanks.
Okay.
So you made mention of pricing. The least you
Okay.
can pay is 1,006, depending on dollar exchange whatsoever.
Yes,
So
yes.
there was an aspect you said 500 naira per text. So I need clarity. I don't understand. Is it that per text you said to the prospect or the lead, they deduct 500
Oh,
naira from that initial deposit?
okay.
Or another question I'm trying to ask is that you did 4,000 with the example you made, and it's going to last for 7 days.
It's good to what?
It's going to last for 7 days.
No, it's not going to last for 7 days. It's the daily budget per day. So it will be four times seven.
Okay.
Yeah. So 4,000
So
naira.
okay. So okay, that's like 28K. So
Yeah.
are you saying I have to deposit that 28K into an account first or I'll come every day to pay. I don't like the monetary part is I'm trying to get clarity on that.
Okay.
So the 4K,
Okay.
the 4K per day, and the ads that you used, for example, the first one that's been for a while,
Mhm.
is it the price you paid then that is still working till now,
Mm.
or I don't know. I don't know if you
Okay.
understand my question.
I do. I do. So
Yeah.
let me just take it from the top. The first one is about cost per results. The other one is about payment, the budget and how you pay. And the third one is about if price is constant from 2 years ago till now. Okay. So the first one, when I mentioned that your daily budget is the minimum is like 1.6. How Facebook works is this: what you are paying for that 1,006 is that okay, this 1,006 will be able to reach how many people? So Facebook would first bill you for that impression, the number of people seeing your ad, the number of people it is reaching. So that's basically what your budget is all about. So if I set like 1,600 naira, I would expect that my ad would reach like 1,000 people at a minimum. So if I set double of that, I would expect that my ad will reach 2,000 people at a minimum, or maximum rather. Okay, no, minimum, because it can reach more than that depending on what you are sending. But then I have that base because my goal is to want to reach like 1,000 people in a day. Then out of these 1,000 people, a percentage of these people will chat you up. So say you run an ad and you are using 1,006 per day, and your ad has reached 1,000 people. But out of those 1,000 people, if 10 people messaged you in a day, that means your cost to get that message will be divided by your daily budget, which is 1,006 divided by 10. So your cost per message will be 160 naira. So that means you are paying 160 naira to get people to message you about your business. For Facebook is usually cheaper, though it can be expensive too. Instagram is expensive. So maybe if you set like a 5,000 naira budget per day on Instagram, and 5 people messages you on Instagram, that means your cost to get that result would be like 1,000 naira per message. So just understand that firstly, the reach, which is the number of people you are going to be reaching with your budget, and then the number of people that actually likes or are interested in what it is that you are selling. So for instance, if you run an ad and 1,000 people have seen it and nobody is messaging, then the next day you spend another 1.6. Another 1,000 people have seen it and nobody is messaging. So you've already spent 3,200 naira, right? So on that second day, maybe in the evening, somebody messaged you, one person messaged you. The cost per message will be 3,200 naira because you spent 3,200 naira and only one person has messaged. So that's usually how Facebook does like the costing for the ads. So essentially, their own concern is that okay, you are paying to reach this amount of people. You are paying to reach this amount of people. If out of that 1,600 naira, if 100 people messages you, that means you'll be paying 16 naira per message. It doesn't matter to them. It depends on the results that ad is your ad is driving, which is why for us ads people, we are always trying to get like high volume of high volume of high volume of messages at like a lower cost, depending on the product that we're selling. But if I'm selling like 500,000 naira product now, I will be happy to pay 10,000 naira per message, because that means it's probably reaching high quality people, and high quality people will be much more expensive. So I hope you get that. The second question is budgeting and how you get charged. Okay, so for budgeting, when you set like a daily budget, depending on the payment method on your ad account, there are two types of payment methods. One, you can have like the prepaid account where you can load an amount of money. For instance, on some of my accounts, I can load 50,000, 100,000. So it will be like, oh, I've already prepaid for the ads. So whatever ads that I run, whenever I set a daily budget, will just be deducting money from the prepaid funds that I have. That is the first option, which is, I think, the best option for us here in Nigeria because of the whole card issues that we always have. And the second option is you are not paying, you are doing postpaid, in the sense that you set your budget and you connect your ATM card to your ad account. So when your ad runs for a while, depending on what your payment threshold is, how much you need to spend before Facebook charges you. If you are just starting, your payment threshold will be set at a very low amount, probably 1,000 naira. So whenever you spend 1,000 naira, Facebook will charge your account. And if they can't remove that money from your account, all your ads stop, which means it will not run. But if they're able to charge you, then your ad will keep running till you reach another threshold of probably 1,000 naira. So depending on the amount you have on your ATM, if you want to run a 4,000 naira times 7, that's 28k, and you have 28,000 in your bank, in your ATM card on your bank, yeah, whatever. Once the ad runs for like 1 day, 2 days, or 3 days, Facebook will charge you, and they'll keep charging you subsequently, like that. And I hope you understand that part. Okay, that's great. The third question is pricing constant? I would say now the pricing for Facebook is usually constant, but our currency devaluation affects ad a lot. So for instance, 2 years ago, daily budget was around 460 something naira. So if I had set my daily budget at 460 naira per day, and in the next few months, CBN says that, oh, they want to devalue our currency to 860. My ad will pause, right? And Facebook will tell you that you need to increase your budget to be able to run ads. So the pricing is constant for Facebook because even if you are seeing naira on your account, it's dollar that they are dealing with, right? So the pricing is constant for them, but not constant for us. So in some cases, if dollar is 2,500 naira next week, now I have to go back to the campaign and update the budget that I'm using and increase it to 2.5 for it to run. So that is the answer to that question.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. John. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. So any other question? I think it seems people don't have questions again. So that's before I go on. Oh, Lolly Brack. Lolly Black. Okay. Lolly Black has a question.
Yeah, please, I have a question. My question is, can we use another person's ATM card? Like, can we attach another person's ATM card to the ad manager?
Yeah, definitely. As long as there's money in it. Facebook
Okay.
does not mind. They don't mind.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Any other question? Going one, going two, going three. Oh, Timidayo Oladapo has raised a hand.
Okay, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Thank you so much for today's teachings. I just want to ask a question. So, like,
Okay.
there's a brand, we've been running an ad for a while now.
Okay.
We got messages, yes, but like no sales yet from the messages we got. So, I don't know, what do you think can be the problem?
That's a very good question. For this ad, are you running the ads on Facebook or Instagram?
No, Instagram only.
Instagram only. Are you running it
Yes,
on Instagram, like the platform, or on Ads Manager? And you're
through
choosing, and you
Ads
choose.
Manager. Yes, we used Ads Manager.
And what is the brand about? And what kind of
Okay, so
messages have
it's
you
a
been getting?
customized jewelry brand. But
Okay.
then most people are always like, they cannot wait for our timeline because it takes 20 to 30 working days before we can actually deliver it. So
Mm,
majority of people are like the timeline is the problem. But yeah, messages are coming in, but like no sales. So I'm trying to figure out what exactly the
mhm.
problem is.
Okay. So I think the problem is your business model and not the ad, because the ad is in a way already doing its job of bringing people interested in your business to you. So how the parts of the problem, the part that has a problem now is the sales, not necessarily the marketing. Like you're actually getting people, but they just can't wait. Facebook
Yes,
does not know that people can't wait or can tell apart people that can wait or can't wait. So the ad is already doing the job. The problem is your own end, which is people cannot wait, which is probably your business model. So you just have to probably figure out a way to um fine tune your sales process. I don't think it's an hard problem. If you were not getting messages now, or if the quality of the messages we were getting were low, low quality, then it's probably an ad problem. But if you're actually getting people that are interested, the first job of the ad is to get interested people in. It's not even when they pay you. It is okay. Are they interested? They are seeing this thing, they like it, they are reaching to you. Then the other part is what we have to do, like the sales. Oh, I hope I answered that well.
yes, yes. Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay. Who is Eda? Eda says, do you do one-on-one consultation or training? Ah, that's a very tough one. The problem is time. Sometimes I do, but it's a paid consultation, anyways. So it's usually paid. If you reach out to me and it's something I can easily tell you, okay, this is what you should do, then I can just do like a pro bono service. But if I'm going to be spending like a lot of time and dedicating resources to it, then it's going to be a paid consultation. But it's time. Even if it's going to be paid, and I don't have the time to take you one-on-one, I can point you to resources too. So yeah. Any other question? Okay. Since we do not have a question, this for me is the end of the webinar. I really hope that with this little point of mine, I'll be able to convince and not confuse you that starting today, you should run ads for your brand, and also um, engage with middleman for your e-commerce needs. So that's it. I'm really glad to have held this class. I'm glad that you all showed up and stayed for hours just to learn and improve your business. Thanks for the opportunity, middleman, and thanks to the participants for being attentive.
Yeah, thank you so much, Fisayo, for doing this with us. We really appreciate. And to everyone that joined as well, thank you very much. Um, like Fisayo said, middleman is the best place for you to fund your Alipay wallet, to pay for your goods from China, book your deliveries, and also use our escrow feature to receive your payments before delivery. Also, our community is an amazing place for you to be. There are other businesses like you who are always willing to share their knowledge, to answer your questions, and just help you in any way that they can. Um, Thank you very much. This class was recorded, so we'll be sharing the recording in our community. So make sure
Okay.
you join. Give me a few seconds to drop the link to the community um in case you are not there already, so you can join. And Fire is also in the community, right? So you can always reach out to
Yeah.
him for your one-on-one consultations and any other question that you might have that wasn't answered on this call. Yeah, so I've dropped the link in the chat. Make sure you join if you are not there already. Thanks again for staying to the end. We thought we were going to spend 1 hour, but it's almost 2 hours and you're all still here. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much, everyone, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of your evening.
Thank you. Thanks for coming back.
Yeah, bye, everyone.
Bye. Oh, okay.